Hey YouTube, it's SoulPrime13 with another video review. Today we are going to be looking at the Fans Hobby MB21 Tsunami, which is their take on Armada tidal wave. So here we have the figure as well as the box. So let's take a quick look at the packaging. So here we have the box itself, and we have a nice little product shot there. Multi-modes times 2 mini robots included. Fleet mode, combined aircraft carrier mode, giant robot mode. We got our 2 mini-cons there. And we got tidal wave on the side. We got the fleet and a headshot here. The aircraft carrier. Just another picture of tidal wave on the side. And here we have all of our product shots. We got some of our features here. The robot mode, fleet mode, aircraft. The combination with their Armada Megatron, which unfortunately I do not currently have, so I will not be showing that. And he does come with a switchable faceplate. So that's it for the box. It also comes with a collector card and the lovely instruction booklet going over all that. It does mention how to change the batteries, but for some reason it didn't actually include a magnet for the battery activation, which is weird, but it is what it is. And then the last thing is he comes with a few little tidbits. The alternate faceplate. He also comes with 2 faceplates for Megatron and 2 little missiles. So there is that. So first of all, he does come with these 2 mini-cons. I don't know if they're specifically named. I don't remember off the top of my head. But I'm glad to see that, you know, they come with mini-cons. And I do like that they're not the exact same. They are a little different. The transformation is mostly the same, but we'll get to that in a bit. We'll put these 2 off to the side. First we'll take a look at the front part. So here is the aircraft carrier front, and the one that looks more like a traditional aircraft carrier. Some nice details here, some purple. All gray on the bottom. We got his hands. We do have this little command tower, and this antenna piece does spin around, which is neat. And then these bits here can flip up, push a button, and it'll fling forward and send the mini-cons flying, which is really cool because that's actually how they work on actual aircraft carriers, as sort of a slingshot sort of thing that helps the jets take off. Here we have the cannon ship. All these cannons can move up and down. Some nice orange paint there, some silver. And there's a mini-con port here. And you don't actually need a mini-con, but it does make the cannons rotate. So that's nice and cool. Also, we'll go ahead and show these off. Grab these included missiles, and they are actually molded to look like torpedoes, which is really cool. But they slide in here, and if you push this button here, it'll shoot out. The only downside is you can't really leave them in for robot mode because the way these fold down, it pushes on the button, so they'll shoot out from his armpits. But yeah, I really am glad that they included that. It's really cool. So we'll put those back off to the side. And then we have here the troop carrier. Got some more of that orange, some nice silver on these back thrusters. I do like that these fins have some mobility. They can actually flip around, because I actually like the way they look facing this way. But traditionally they do face forward. So there's that. And we'll do a quick size comparison with pretty much the only thing that truly matters in this situation. Actually, let's do these one at a time. With our official Titan tidal wave. So there's the aircraft carrier. Then we have the gunship. And then we have the more controversial piece, the troop carrier. And yeah, the Titan is definitely a good chunk larger. No debating that. I will say that the Fans Hobby one definitely has more features to it though. So, there's that. So, I suppose the next part we should do is combine the fleet into the big airship. So, the first thing we're going to do, we're going to bring this over here. We're going to flatten this antenna bit and then just push down on that. And there's just a little lever here to push it back up. So, then we're going to fold this little bit over to cover that up. And bring these out to the side. Take this and we're going to separate these out to the side to give us some room. And something just fell out here. What in the world? Oh, it's a screw cover. It fell out from here. For a second there I was worried it was something important. Anyway, yeah, we're going to bring those out. And then the most involved part is this. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring these out like so. Going to come here and flip up this part. Fold this whole assembly up. Then we're going to fold this out. Rotate this up. Going to fold that down. And you're supposed to take this and push it in at an angle. This little part is supposed to go in two, but it doesn't seem to like to on mine. And that'll let this all sit at an angle. Close that back up. And we're going to rinse and repeat. Bring this up. Fold this out. Fold this out. Bring this down. Push it in. Close that back up. Alright. Now we're going to come here. We're going to combine these. You can see that there's two circles and two tabs. Just going to put that together there. And then here, we're just going to put these squares into these holes. Like so. Wiggle it around, make sure everything lines up. There's that. Then we bring these big old feetsies in. Actually, I do believe we need to fold these back as well. These little pieces. Just opens up from the side, folds it back and around, just like that. Then you bring this, and this little tab right here. It's going to go into this little slot right here. And there's that. And then this come down and sort of clamp down on the top of that toe there. And we're just going to rinse and repeat. And there we have him in his combined vehicle mode. Much bigger, and the screw cap fell off again. Probably just gonna leave that. So there is that. And I gotta say, it is nice and impressively sized. And you know what? I'm gonna show this off because I want to. Gonna take this and show you just how far this can actually send these guys, because it actually has quite a bit of force behind it. But yep, flew all the way off the table. Actually, where'd it go? Well, I'll be right back. Okay, we have our mini-cons back. Woohoo! Anyway, moving on. Since we are here, we might as well do another size comparison. Let's get him all the way in the shot. So here he is, next to our Titan. See, I'm gonna take the camera off here for a second because these are some big boys. As you can see, obviously the Titan is still much larger and chunkier. But yeah, there is that. But yeah, I will say one thing that I do prefer about the Tsunami versus the official Titan is that to get him to robot mode from this point, there isn't any parts forming, so that is a plus. But overall, I don't think there's too much else to go over in this mode in particular. So, I think, yeah, we should just go ahead and move on to transformation. Put that back. So yeah, first things first, we'll come here and separate these legs, bring them down, and there have been people talking about this, and it is true, he is quite light for his size. They definitely, there's definitely no die cast. He's probably very hollow inside, so, and you know, these are hollow here, but he doesn't feel like he's going to break at any second, but you know, some things could be a little more stiff, like the ratchets in his hips. Anyway, then we're going to lift up these panels here, like so, and like so. And we can open his feet, which do have some little rubber pads here to help with stability, which is nice. Open up the feet. While we're back here, we're going to flip these panels down against the back of the leg. And then we're going to shift the whole leg knee joint down. Then we're going to rotate here at the thigh. Rotate at the thigh. And then you can position those fins how you wish. Then we got to pull out this piece on his crotch here, right here, like so. Then we're going to come back here and rotate the whole gun assembly. Actually, wait, no, we're not going to do that just yet. Come on. It's sticking. Come on. I really need you to cooperate. Hold on. There we go. Reconnect this whole bit. So we're going to fold these pieces back in like so. And you just kind of want to make sure that they're flush. Fold them back in. Then we're going to rotate the waist around And now we're going to rotate this around, and you'll see that this sort of slides behind that crotch piece, like so. Then we're going to come up here, going to split these arms, like so, and bring these over and around and down. And this is the missile button that sort of goes into here. That's why I say you can't have the missiles attached. Bring that down. Then as far as the arm goes, you just kind of orient it how you want. Flip the thumb, move out those fingers how you want. Again, just rotate the arm and the elbow, yada yada. Then we come back here. Oops, sorry. And open this up. Then just a matter of flipping out that big old noggin. And there is Tsunami in his robot mode. Back up here, lower the camera a bit, do that. But yeah, for the most part, aside from how light he is and how some of the ratchet joints don't quite hold the weight, he's a pretty solid figure. And again, he does have more features than the official one. Oh, speaking of which, I almost completely forgot to talk about, he does have the little Minicon Heidi spot on his arm here that the original one had. So if we bring one of our Minicons here, if you fold the nose cone and then fold up the wings over the nose cone like so, you can stick them right here. Just push that down, and you have a hidden Minicon. Can't believe I spaced on that. And one thing. Hey everybody, I just had finished up my Tsunami review and realized that I forgot to show off transforming the Minicon, so I'm going to take care of that real fast here. So here, this guy was the one that I had stored away in his arm, but just undo this folding up. So for the most part, they are very similar. So we'll start with this one. You again want to fold the nose cone back, and you can fold the wings back if you so want to. Just sort of bring the arms out to the side. They don't really tab in as far as I can tell. They sit securely enough though. Then you just wiggle these legs and pull them down. There we go. Wiggle it, pull it down. And there you have the robot mode. And nice little Minicon there. Definitely less troublesome than the one that came with their Optimus. Very back heavy though, doesn't really like to stand. Though maybe it's because I have these wings folded back. Let's see if that helps. No, not really. Oh right, I forgot they have... It's hard to get them out, but they do have heels for stabilization. I do wish they were easier to get out of there though. Come on. I don't think I have any tools here I could use either. Need to buy some more so I can keep a set in this room. There we go. That side was a little easier. See if that helps. There we go, now he's standing. This guy is mostly the same. He does have the folding wings and nose cone, so fold the nose cone back, just bring those arms out to the side. And then we wiggle his legs down. Okay, these little bits right here are actually a little sharp. But instead of the flip out heels, he has these fins fold back. So there is that. So yeah, there are our mini-cons. Come on, man. You're on camera. So there's that. And they are nice little dudes. They both have some red paint on their faces, and it's hard to see, but they do have yellow eyes. I'm impressed they've managed to get them that small. There's a little silver there on the chest, or it's more of a metallic gunmetal. But yeah. And as far as the articulation, again, the nose cone folds, the wings fold up. The arms are on ball joints, and they do have about 90 degrees at the elbow, ball jointed hips, and we do have 9 degrees at the knee. Don't think there's... No, the heads do rotate. That's about it. But considering their size, I mean, that's plenty of articulation, and they do look good. They do look good. Anyway, just want to make sure I got that in. I'll probably be throwing this in somewhere in the middle, but anyway, back to the video. The thing I like about these little launchers is the way they are on his arm. You can sort of have it sort of like that, like he's about to shoot the mini-con off, which we're not going to do again because I don't want to go look for it again. But yeah, and he does have lights in his eyes, and so I've brought in a magnet. Let's see, I think it's just trying to remember where exactly I need to tap it, because I'm pretty sure he came with batteries. Oof. Could have sworn it came with batteries. Hold on. Pretty sure they didn't die or nothing either. There we go. It's on the back of his head. You can see how they're glowing. Yeah, if we come on. Find that sweet spot again. Come on. Yeah, this magnet. There we go. Turn back off. So yeah, you'll need to find your own magnet activator, but if you collect any third-party figures, you probably have one lying around. Now as far as switching his faceplate, get it out of the baggie here. Ooh, almost dropped it. So here we have just like a stoic face, which is the one that he comes installed with. And then this one, he sort of has a angry, growly face. So to do that, you want to come up here and pull off his head crest, and that'll let you get in there to get his faceplate off, which honestly is pretty snug. Even with the tool, I've sort of had trouble with it. Don't know if I'll be able to get this off with my bare hands. Like, I can feel it wiggle, it's just it doesn't want to come out. It's sized pretty much perfectly that it doesn't really come loose. Yeah, I can't get that out with my hand. But, yeah, I mean, essentially you get the idea. Let's go and put his forehead back on. So I guess the next thing to talk about is articulation. You can still use the, or no, you can't really use the Canon gimmick here, can you? He does have hinged fingers. They each have 2 hinges here and here. The thumb is just sort of on a swivel, same as the Titan, but he does have a hand swivel. So there's that. He does have double jointed elbows for full motion. He does get, you know, that elbow swivel for transformation. Shoulders can do a full 360 and come up about that far before you accidentally rip them off. And then, you know, there's some motion here too if you want it. His head is on, it seems like a ball joint, yeah. Plenty of wiggle waggle there. Full 360. His legs can come up, if this will get out of the way, about that far. And they will go back quite far. You do get plenty of, about a little bit over 90 at the knee. So there's that. The foot, you do get tiltage, and you do get some up and down. You do get ankle swivel, so there's that. And I do believe he has a little bit, yeah, he does have some waist rotation, but there is some collision there, preventing you from getting full motion in it. But there is that. And again, I personally like to turn these fins around and have them face like this. Again, it is up to you, your preference. Oh yeah, and he does have a Minicon port on each arm, which is the front of the aircraft carrier bit. So there's that. But I think it's about time we did that last comparison, so give me a second here. Alright, so for our final size comparison, here we have the Titan tidal wave. And as you can see, he's still a good bit bigger. So I'm sure the question many people are going to be asking is, which of these two should I get? You know, assuming you didn't just jump on the Titan as soon as it came out. So I'm going to be honest, I like them both. So I had the original tidal wave when I was a kid. And he actually had one of my favorite Minicons, ironically. His Minicon, which I think was Ramjet, then Sparkplug for Optimus, and Leader One for Megatron were my favorite Minicons. But, so, if you're looking for a big, chunky, hefty toy, the Titan is the way to go. But if you're looking for a tidal wave that has like lots of features and holds true to a lot of that gimmicky fun that the original toy had, you're gonna want to go with the Fans Hobby. So, and honestly, the price between the two is about a $30 difference. This was, I think, $170, might have been $180 after tax and shipping and all that, and this guy was about $200. So there's not that big of a price difference. But yeah, this guy has a big shelf presence. I do have my issues with him, like these finger bits are loose, and you know, he doesn't come with a Minicon. None of the official Hasbro ones have come with Minicons, which is a huge bummer because that's a huge part of Armada. Whereas this one, he's definitely light, and a couple of his joints are a little loose, but not like disastrously loose. But he has all the, you know, features that the original toy had, as far as I remember, and then a couple more on top of that. And you know, they're both very solid, fun figures. So it's really going to be down to what you're looking for from the figure. So yeah, big, chunky, you know, hefty toy, lots of features. That's really where I see the dividing line here. Sorry, I'm out of breath because standing around, moving around the camera with the tripod is a lot more taxing than just sitting at the table. And again, you know, There are a few things that I prefer about each. Like this one, I like this one has articulated fingers. That's always a big plus for me. Again, this guy really has that heft. I do like hefty, chunky toys. This guy definitely has, more articulation overall. This guy's joints are a little too tight in some places, whereas, he has a couple loose ones, but only really like in his legs, which are not so bad that I think he would just fall over randomly. So I don't think it would really be too much of an issue of posing for the most part. But yeah, I can't really say that I would get one over the other. I'm happy with both. I really am. So yeah, if you're on the fence, like that is my verdict of like which one is better for what you're looking for. And they both have their respective Megatrons to combine with. So that's not really, you're not going to miss out on that with either one of them. Although this guy does have more options as far as that goes. Whereas this guy, he just has the mini fleet that, comes out of him. So, and I can't really speak to how well the Fans Hobby version of that is because I don't have their Megatron right now. I do want to get it, but I haven't been able to get it so far. So, I can't really speak to that front personally. So, yeah, that I know that seems really indecisive, but I'm really here not to say that like, oh, this toy is the best one ever, this one's the best one ever. These are, my feelings and my opinions, and I hope they just help you make a more informed decision. Honestly, I do recommend both of these figures. Tidal Wave is a really cool character, and I do hope we get to see more of him in the future. And it's nice that we got not just one, but two really good figures, one official, one third party this year. So, really happy about that. But I think I'm going to wrap things up here, and yeah, I hope you all enjoy the new year. So yeah, this is Soul Prime 13 saying transform and soul out.